Hi everyone, I am going to tell you some of the things that you'll need to know for my class for remote. So first of all, you'll see on the screen that I have my website. Okay, so on this home page, there are some links here below. Remote check-in is now going to be on your classroom page. So when you go into attendance, these are all scheduled, but you'll click into the day. And you'll just select present. If you don't do that, you will be counted absent for my class. So you have to do that attendance every single school day, including Mondays. Okay. I will be on Zoom every Monday at 10 to 10:45. So if you have any questions, you can log in that during that time frame. Just make sure you're logging in not right at 10:45 because I'll be out of the Zoom. Okay. Under assignments, this is where you're going to get everything. Okay. Your Zoom link is here. My password is always going to be the same, which I have emailed it to you as well. There are writing topics that you can use for your reading response. Okay. This is an overview of every single day what I do in my regular classes, so you can kind of use that as a resource for yourself. Okay, this is where I post everything. Okay, so I'm going to click into September. The agendas are all hyperlinks, so when you click into them, it will take you through each day. Okay, all of these are hyperlinked, so you can click on these things, watch the videos, and then if you click the home button up here in the corner, it will take you back to the beginning of the slideshow, and from there you can access any of the days. So if I click into here, I can click into any of those days. Okay, so this is where I will post every single week. It kind of gives you an overview and instructions for lessons. Okay, so where you will do a lot of that work is inside Classroom. Okay, the stream of the Classroom is only for announcements. I have where you guys should have started a walkthrough of my website, and then my actual website link, and kind of give you, this is the every week on Mondays. Okay, at the bottom is also your class tag codes for remote students, as well as the class tag sign up video and sign up link. Okay, class tag is simply a way for me to communicate with parents. There's a chat feature in there, and it does provide an email to me that I have received a chat. So when I get a chance, I will respond to those while I'm at work. Under classwork is where you'll find all of these tabs over here are things that you can click on. So for attendance, obviously, if you just click on attendance, it brings it to the front of your page. And you should only see the ones for the day. So most of these say scheduled because they're on the teacher's site. So I see if you're here or not by clicking on these. Okay, so you need to make sure that you're checking in attendance. So I'm going to be putting things under the months. So you'll see over here on the left, anything that you have to turn in for September. Even if I double post it under another category, I'm going to have turn-in spots all for September here. Okay, so you'll see the where I'm from stuff is here, and you can turn it in right here. Okay, so where I'm from videos, I've got 2 already turned in. Those can be there. You'll see that I have things scheduled for the next week, but they won't pop up till the Monday usually. Sometimes I can't schedule it, but most of the time I try to schedule it so it's not overcrowding your computer. Okay, so my website is simply that, just a link to my website. The first week of school is going to go away here soon, so that won't even be a tab. Your starters. So a lot of people have emailed me about the starters. So starters are 5 points for every one that you have to do. there's a minimum of 5 sentences that I want you to type into the box, and so I'm going to click into here and show you what you have to do. Okay, if you want to change this picture, you can change that picture. Then you'll put the school days. You'll put the school days down here in this box, and those are the days that I should see a journal from you. Only the school days. So if there's no school that day, you do not have to do a journal. You can simply, inside the blue box, type no school. So like Friday, this coming Friday, you can change that. So you'll put the dates up here, and then if you double click into the box, you can type. Okay. It depends on if you're on a Chromebook or a regular computer, but if you go up here to those 3 dots, you can change this to make the screen bigger. And right now, since I'm in this record mode, it looks a little different. But if you want to make the screen bigger so you can see this, you can do that. Okay. Do not turn this in till the due date, because once you turn it in, it becomes property of the teacher and you won't be able to edit it. And you want to go in here and do these every single school day. Okay. Now for September, because we started late and I didn't start journals until the 14th, you have extra slides over here. So I let my in-person kids choose which ones they make their journals. So just delete the slides that you don't do, and when you turn it in on Classroom, then I shouldn't see blank slides. I should just see the 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th, then the 21st through the 25th, and the 28th through the 30th, for instance. Okay. Same thing for every single month. If there's no school, you do not have to do them. I want this calendar filled out, and you can kind of see how many points you're going to do for each day. So there's 5 in this week, 5 points a day, 5 points a day for this week, and 5 points for this. So 25, 50, 55, 60, 65 points just for September starters. Okay. So make sure that you complete those every single day. It should only take you a few minutes if you do them daily instead of trying to do them the night before like some people do. Don't do that. Okay. Make sure you're doing them each day. Then they won't sound boring as well if you're just doing, a 5-minute journal here and there. Okay. It shouldn't take you more than 5 or 10 minutes, but you'll type by double clicking into the box, and just make sure it's something readable. I don't care if you change the background color. Up here is where you can change the background color, the fill color. Just make sure I can read it. It's readable. Okay. Going back over here, so that's explained your starters. I'm going to go over your independent reading one more time. So your weekly reading check-ins are to be done on Mondays. You're supposed to be reading every 20 minutes, every day for 20 minutes. So the reading check-ins are just a Google form that you complete every Monday, and that will let me know if you did that for that week. So you get 10 points every week for doing a weekly reading check-in. So you want to make sure that you do your weekly reading check-in. Okay. The monthly reading response, this is due at the end of each month. So the dates are here, and this is the turn-in spot as well for that. So you'll turn in the monthly one. The monthly one is simply a Google form as well. You fill in this. It's a little more detailed. You do have to copy, you'll put the month here, and then you'll have to copy the link that you're talking about and talk about your growth as a reader. For some of you, I know that's just reading. So some of you that are not readers, maybe you found something that you like and it made you want to read. Okay, that can be your growth as a reader. So concentrate on talking about how you think you've grown as a reader. So each 9 weeks you have to do 1 book recommendation. Okay, so that means there are 4 of these. Okay, total. So when you click on this, you'll see it is a slide. Okay, you'll put the book cover here, a picture that you can save from online. Okay, your name. You'll shade in the stars, what you rate it, and then you'll provide a maybe just about a paragraph here and explain why people should read this book. Okay, if let's say you read a book and you think that you didn't really love it, you liked it, but maybe someone who likes basketball or something like that would like this book more, just say that in your review. Okay. The last one is your reader's notebook. So everyone got a copy of this. There is a 40 book challenge. Excuse me. There's a 40 book challenge. You only have to read 20. If you do 40, awesome, okay? But you do not have to. And if you go into present mode in this, these tabs will then be clickable. So you can click on the 40 book challenge. On this page, you will do kind of what you did in the 9 weeks challenge. You'll take a book from online, the cover, and place it over top of these squares. Okay, so I'm trying to make you have a variety. So there's a variety here. Just email me if there's one that you want to do that's not on this list, but you do have a whole row down here and this one of chapter book choices. There's a favorite book tab, so you'll put your favorite books here, and you can put the covers, you can write little things that you want on here. Books that you want to read, and then these are your reading responses for each month. Obviously, there's no school in August, so in September, you're just going to be putting the date up here and writing a Dear Teacher, kind of what you're reading. Just tell me what you're reading about, you know, what you like about it. Make sure you're providing this information in your Dear Teacher, okay? All right, let me get out of the present mode so we can go back into here. So, let me see. Okay, so these 4 things, let me go down, independent reading. The weekly reading is weekly, the monthly reading is monthly, the book recommendation is each 9 weeks, and then the reader's notebook, look at the due date, is not due till May 14th, but do not wait until May to try to do 20 books. Now, 40 book is the challenge, you have to read 20, okay? That can be some graphic novels, but they can't be all graphic novels, okay? Now, assessments will be things that I test you over down here, but a lot of what we will be doing will be under the month. So make sure you're clicking over here as a guide, okay? There's also monthly journals, and I'm going to be going over this next week with my in-person kids, okay? There is a website, you have to be logged into Cambridge City Schools, that has all of the journals, and I will tell you the very first journal is called a story called Under the Rice Moon. You'll have to read that. Let me see if I can click on it. There we go. So you'll read Under the Rice Moon. It tells a story about a caged bird and a sickly young girl who understands one another. Okay, you're going to read the story, and then you're going to write an essay describing the story's theme or message of how the author uses the bird and the story's character to express this message. Now, next week I'm going to be talking about themes, so you may want to wait to start the journal, okay? But notice it says essay, so this is multiple paragraph. At least 3, if not 5 paragraphs, okay? You're not merely summarizing, you're giving me examples and details to support your ideas from this story, okay? It should be, since you are remote students, it should be done typed and turned in under each monthly journal. There's a spot on Classroom right here, okay? Your rubric is here. It's worth 40 points every month, okay? This website is up and running all the time, so when you click into here, you'll see October's already posted all the way down to April. I don't do one in May because of all the activities that we have in May and getting out of school in May, okay? So we have one from September to April, okay? You will turn it in on that spot right here, okay, and create a Word document to type it, okay? So make sure you're clicking back into here every single week. There's a fly plaguing me right now. So make sure you're clicking into here every week, okay? Make sure you're checking in for attendance, okay? All of the main topics like independent reading and starters will never change because I'm going to keep them under those titles because you have to do them daily, okay, or weekly for independent reading. You should be reading at least 20 minutes a day, okay? And as far as anything else I give you will be under each month title, Okay, and if you forget, you can always go back into this calendar under